We've got Naveen on the sideline for the ZOMAN Empire, giving his input. And that's the pull. Boone with a fantastic in cut. Two scrappy turnovers. End zone this time. From here, it looked clean, but maybe there was some contact made with Doc's hands as he was going for the disc. Doc is explaining to Vimal why he thought he was fouled. Boone has gone in to act as translator if required. It's very difficult to huck deep against this Zoman Empire team, especially with, Vimal playing on the line. Because anything 50-50 is going to get run down. Anything that floats. Chetu's got one of the best forehand flicks in the game. Boone asking for the disc, giving it to Vimal, looking for Vimal, and that's inbound. That's a score. And that's 1-0 to Zoman Empire. For those of you who don't know, I asked Aniket yesterday where the name Zoman Empire came from. And he told me that he and Naveen were both working for Zomato, and when they decided to form a team. And the employees of Zomato are called Zomans. So initially they wanted to call themselves Roman Empire, but then they said since both of them work for Zomato, they'll call it Zoman Empire. So that's your piece of trivia for the day. And there's TK on the sideline. TK, wave to the camera. TK is waving to the camera. TK has always a lot to say, but today he says he doesn't want to commentate, and that's his wife Renuka with him. Dubai with the disc, sends it to Rizwan. Chetu showing, giving a cut. Nice handle movement there. They should just do that until the brick mark. Swing, swing. All right, and back to Rizwan. They're playing with three male handlers on the line. Is the Vikings. Goldie with the disc. Goldie, dump it. Nice dump. Swing. All right. Slash cut by Chetu. A high release backhand IO. And a fantastic finish by Riku. Great disc movement there by the Zoman, by the Bangalore Vikings. That's one of Chetu's trademark throws, the high release backhand. And Riku, seeing that, had positioned herself on the break side and made a fantastic grab to complete the point. Riku, Sagarika. Her real name is Sagarika. Her nickname is Riku. And that's 1-all. Scrappy few points, but the last point was a clean hold. Talib with a fantastic forehand flick pull. Aniket grabbing the disc. Centering to Jashan. I don't know why people call him Jason. It's not Jason, it's Jashan. Vimal. And Vimal's going deep, and Jashan is sending it, of course. And that's a grab. Definitely. Oh my God, and he dropped it. What a commentator's curse there. She. Useless fellow, making me look bad. Isai walking to pick up the disc. Oh no, rather that looks like it's Rizwan. Isai has his dump. It looks like the Vikings are doing a word stack. And the girls are playing some intelligent bracketing. And there's a flick huck. Oh, nice grab by Ananya. Great grab by Ananya. Tara with the disc, looking to Talib. And that's a fantastic point by the Bangalore Vikings. That's the first break of the game. Second break of the game, rather. And the Vikings are up to 1. But since they got broken in the first point, it's on serve. Tara. Wait. Jaydeep is coaching the Bangalore Vikings team. I don't think the Zoman Empire have a coach. I think Jashan is playing as player and coach for that team.
एक भी पॉइंट मिस नहीं किया ना, मैं पक्का हूँ।
2-1. The score is 2-1 to the Bangalore Vikings. Boone is showing his hand, indicating to our team that he's ready to receive the pull. This Chetu's pulling now, and he's got one of the smoothest flick pulls in the game. Beautiful puller. Look at that pull. Unbelievable. In the opponent's end zone. Floaty, giving the defense time to run it down. Ooh, and that's to Boone. Tarini and Ghana going deep, but Talib covering. And Vimal's gone. No, but they're not looking at him now. They don't trust him now since he's dropped that. Oh, and Boone sent it. And he drops another one. It's not his day today. Such a confusing cheer. VIKINGS. People were asking me yesterday, what does NGS mean? Doesn't mean anything. That's how Vikings is spelled. Oh, and a flick pull to Talib. Flick huck rather. Ghana with the D, but not read well by Ghana. It's not. Oh, there's a call on the play, maybe. And they are discussing. Oh, not in. It's not in. Bhavya sends it back. And a score by Riku. Riku's safe hands. Riku's got really safe hands. Zoman Empire usually starts slow. Even in the match we played against them yesterday evening, we had a lead going into the final stretch, but then they came back really well. So don't count them out. Vikings are up 3-1. I don't think they've been in this position before where they've been leading a match. And it's a double-edged sword sometimes. What they shouldn't do is take their foot off the accelerator. Keep the intensity up. It looks like Talib's going to pull again for the Bangalore Vikings. It's a 4 women line. Zoman Empire look flustered. But again, don't count them out. Once they get in their stride, it's very difficult to stop them. Beautiful pull by Talib. Again, deep in the opponent's end zone. Sushil and Sandeep handling for the Zoman Empire there. It's an odd partnership. Jashan is cutting. And they look stuck. Oh, and look like a high stall reset there. Looks like the Zoman Empire playing a kind of a host stack. If you ask me, Jashan should come back and handle and Sandy should cut. I don't know why Jashan is cutting. And then that's a turn. Doc centering the disc first time. Giving it to Isai. Isai with the backhand round. Sushil jogs to cover up. And then that's gone to Talib. Ooh, but it's out of bounds by Doc. That was an easy score, but an unforced error there. Sushil indicating where the disc should come back in. Jashan really should come back and handle instead of Sandeep. I don't know why he's going upfield. There isn't really anyone who can send it to him if he goes deep. Arya with the disc. Arya was I think, the highest bid female player in the Zoman Empire team. She's a cutter from Surat. Oh, and she looks stuck. High stall count, release, and a save by. Finally, what I was saying for so long has happened. Jashan's come back. Send it to Jashan. Send it to Jashan. Yeah. Give it to Jashan. And that's a score by Arya. And finally, Zoman Empire hold an offensive point. I could understand Jashan playing, as a downfield. Like, say, a boon or chetu anike. So in the end, I think he realized that and came back to help out with the disc movement. And then that opened stuff up downfield and gave them the easy score. You can see on the far sideline, TK loitering about. I don't know what he's doing. He hasn't coached the team, not playing. Maybe he's just bringing them water. I don't know. Ooh, and Vimal with the pull again. He's going to be a huge pull. Aaron waiting for the disc to land. Centering it to Rizwan. And we got Pras cutting downfield with the other three women. To Dubai. I've got my reservations against Dubai handling. Kavya gone deep. Kavya gone deep. Kavya completely free deep. Oh no, there is Tarni. Pras with the low grab. Pras looking deep. Oh, and I think the wind just caught it. That disc went over the receiver's head, out of bounds. And ZOMAN Empire has a chance to get a break back.
அது பண்ணுறது.
Oh, Rizwan on Vimal. That looks like a mismatch there. And if Boone gets the disc, he's only going to have eyes for Vimal. Where is this fellow going deep? Come back.
சார் பண்ணுறது.
But Vimal has come back with the disc to handle. And Vimal looks like he's gone. Oh, but Boone didn't see him. Oh, nice grab by Tarini. On the dead run low. Blady disc going away from her. Fantastic grab. Vimal proving as provider there instead of finisher. I think because of his deep threat, the defenders are wary about that and giving him the easy ins. And he's exploiting that well. TK going to get water for the team. A timeout called there by the Bangalore Vikings. They've lost 2 points in a row. And it's 3-all. Jaideep called a timeout just to try to get the Vikings back on track. ZOMAN Empire with the pull, and as usual, Vimal with the disc. A huge wind up, and that's an IO pull. My God, that's a monster pull. Might actually be going out of the end zone. And it luckily landed at the back of the end zone. Chedu calling a brick. Ajit giving some words of wisdom on the sideline. Chetu with the flick. Boone running down. Chased by Doc. Oh, slightly misread by Doc. That, of course, was because of the pressure put on him by Boone. Oh, and Chiai going without a dump. Most of some of the Chennai teams do that. It's not my style. Vimal sending it deep to the girl. Cutter running deep. Oh my God. Again, that went out of the back of the end zone. Good look. Good pull. Unfortunate outcome. Both teams not really connecting with their long game here. Dubai walking the disc to the front of the end zone. Chetu has a wide dump and Rizwan has a handler in between. Poachy kind of a look by the ZOMAN Empire. Oh, and there's a call on the play. Rizwan and Boone talking it out. Pressure put on Dubai. A nice grab by Anya. Safely sent out to Doc, who hands it off to Rizwan. Shetu looking. Gets the disc on the break side. Doc and Ananya free, or Riku free rather. Square up Riku. No. Call on the play. Oh, ZOMAN have the disc. And Vimal's gone. Vimal's gone. Vimal's gone. And finally catches one.
சார் நேற்று சன்னியாக வந்து
TK running
வரல
to
சார்.
congratulate the team.
நேற்று சன்னியாக வரல சார். நீங்கள் இப்போ வந்து வெயில் சார் நீங்கள் மைக் போடுறீங்களா?
That's the third point in a row that the Bangalore Vikings have lost. They really need to put a strong line in and hold one offensive point just to break the flow. That's 4-3 to the ZOMAN Empire. Vimal playing again. He hasn't really done much actually. All the points have been short points. Scrappy short points. Another monster pull by Vimal. This one looks like it's going to land in. Beautiful pull. Chetu centering the disc to Aaron. Aaron looking to Bhavya. Bhavya giving the disc to Aaron, who beats Aniket up the line. Aaron looking deep. No, but looked off Talib. Good look off by Tara because Vimal was covering there. Kavya, but too much. That's too much. That's too much on it. Especially going down that side. If the wind catches it, it just takes off. So I think the players need to recognize that. Aniket walking to pick the disc up. For those of you who don't know, he has another brother, Anirudh, who's in the US. And there's a competition between them of who's the funnier MJ. I have my opinion on that, but I'll tell you guys later. Jashan trying to get free and a D by Chetu. Good defense there. All of them play together on the same club teams, so they, I think, knew what Aniket was going to do. Chetu with the disc on the sideline and hands it off to Bhavya for the easy score. Finally, Bangalore Vikings get one. It's a bit of a scrappy cut, dump cut by Jashan. Not giving Aniket the room to throw. I hope they figure that out. We've got people watching the Bangalore showcase from all over the world. From the US, from the Netherlands, everywhere. Sana was messaging yesterday from the Netherlands saying that she missed the ultimate scene in Bangalore. I mean, who wouldn't? It's got fantastic weather, fantastic people, great ultimate. There's a lot of people from Bangalore who have gone to work or study abroad. All of them are following the Bangalore showcase. We keep getting messages on the group saying how much they enjoy this competition. Boone centering to Ghana. Ooh, and that's a difficult look from Boone. Sana is messaging and complaining, saying that she could have thrown that better. Ananya going deep, but there's a girl covering. ZOMAN Empire need to play patient offense. Oh, I don't know why they do this. Doesn't make sense to me. Why is Sandy backhandling? Ooh, and a throw to Arya. Talib running it down. Ooh, and Arya misreads that. Oh, that not Arya, someone else. Again, Sana is messaging. She's saying Boone doesn't know how to handle. Second turn of the match. What the hell is he doing? Nice grab there by Talib to disc that was behind him, giving it back to Ananya. Ananya free with the disc, looking to Riku, and that's a score in the end zone. Great offense there by the Bangalore Vikings. And after losing 3 points in a row, they've got 2 points back. So it's a real back and forth game here. Sana is saying if she was in Bangalore, she would have been the most expensive female player in the Bangalore showcase. And we've got a co-commentator here, Meghna. Meghna, say hi to the people.
Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Vikings up by 1. It's a close match here. Talib. I, who pulls out? Out of bounds. Huh? Should be illegal. People seem to be commenting on the YouTube channel. Good, keep that going. There's going to be 10 dips for Talib at the next airbender session. Vimal with the in cut. There's a girl deep for the Zoman Empire who's taking away the deep cuts. It's taking away the deep cuts. Jashan's come back to handle finally. And Vimal's gone. Vimal's long. Tarni's not. Oh, unfortunate drop by the Zoman Empire. I don't know why they aren't looking at Vimal. I mean, he's being marked by Rizwan. Immediate mismatch. Chetu with a backhand pass to Ananya. Looking to Kavya. Oh, and a nice grab under pressure there. There are 3 defenders closing in on Kavya, but you're still unfazed. And the Vikings are back on a 3-point run. It looks like it's going to be a sunny day today. I mean, yesterday was nice and cloudy. So the players found it a little easy. Today, people are going to melt. It's 3 minutes to half. Timeout called by, I think, the ZOMAN Empire. We lost 3 points in a row. TK is telling them what to do, how to lay out properly. TK claps loudly.
We should find TK and Naveen wearing the exact same outfit. Shorts, glasses.
TK and Naveen wearing the exact same outfit. They've got the same tailor, same shorts, same jersey. I think someone's going to huck it to Vimal. That's a go-to play.
Shantanu.
Dubai with a pull. Why? Chetu's there on the line. Short pull by Dubai. Vimal picks up the disc. Gives it to Sushil. Ooh! And Vimal looks deep. Oh, Jashan doesn't look. Jashan prefers, but Boone has no restrictions. He is going to send it to Vimal. Definitely. But chooses the more conservative option. I think because of a good mark. Vimal comes back in, gives it to Boone. Vimal's going, and Boone will send. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that looks like it's half. That's a 5-minute break there for both teams. Usually half is only at 8 points, but in this tournament, the organizers have said that it would be either 8 points or 45 minutes, whichever is earlier. So there's a time-based half that has been called. That
What's
has occurred rather.
the scoreline?
I think the score is the Vikings are up by 1. Zoman Empire doing some PT exercises. It's half time. Take a break. Go sit. TK is taking rest under the tent. He did a lot of clapping. What is the Zoman Empire doing? Are they playing Ninja? Jaideep holding a team talk for the Bangalore Vikings, probably telling them to concentrate on their fundamentals, on the handler movement
And the pulls.
and the pulse, telling Doc not to throw it, not to turn the disco in the end zone. But they've played a good game today, the Vikings. Huge improvement from yesterday. Yesterday they were missing a few key players for their first match. Kavya and Talib weren't on the line, and they have made quite a contribution to the team. All right, folks, it's been fun commenting, commentating, not commenting. What's commenting? Uh, one second. Yeah, Cheta is asking uh, any comment on the halftime not at 7. Well, as I said earlier, Cheta, for this tournament, it's a time-based half or a point-based half, whichever is quicker, and the time-based half got activated. Yeah, so as I was saying, all right, folks, it was fun commentating. I've got to go warm up and stretch for the next match, and taking you through the second half of this match and the rest of the day will be Meghna.
Thanks, Pix. And as you all know, Pix is off to do his in-depth warm-up for his game coming up right after this. I quite prefer the white jerseys to the Vikings red this time. I casually happened to mention to Ajit that the jerseys look really good, and he's turned into a salesman that one. Wanted me to buy one after the tournament got over. Told him fat chance of that happening. Praveen's here, walking back to us, checking his phone to let them know when the half is done. We should see the teams lining up in the next 30 seconds. All right. We see the Vikings are ready to go. Made good use of their half to call their lines. Can't say the same about the white team. I really need to know what the white team's called. The ZOMAN Empire. Jason calling lines for the Zoman Empire, and I think that's Jaydeep calling lines for the Vikings. Right, Prass coming in with the pull. That was a good pull. At least it landed in. Something the Vikings have not done in the first half. Vikings coming in with the zone, and Jason actually telling his fellow handlers to recognize that, saying, "Hey, zone." Ah, it was a good insight. A bit unlucky there. Good force. Let's see if the Vikings can capitalize. Wow, that was a great grab. Is that Kavya? That is Kavya. A good break there coming in from the half.
Jersey number 97. Is Arya.
Yeah, it remains to be seen if Vikings going to come in with another zone line. That's Talib with a forehand pull. Mm, right? Yeah. Excellent. Zoman Empire made that look extremely easy. It was an almost all touch point by them. Looks like at least 6 of them got their hands on the disc. Particularly loved that quick release that Chi sent to Ghana in the middle. Hi, Hari. This is Meghna with the mic. Max coming over to say hi. Hi, Mac.
Hello. Hello everyone. Oh, it's too loud.
It's a good day today. Decent weather, so the teams are not frying on the field as yet. Can't say the same about the next game. Have you guys had a chance to check out the organizing committee's jersey this time? It's pretty sweet. Okay, there seems to be some kind of travel call, I think. Sending the disc back, whacking Boone in the back. Come on. Gotta have better throws than that. Aaron with the disc for the Vikings. Ashwini, Tara, Chetu. Chetu sends it to Arya, who scoops it up. Oh, that's not Arya. That's Bhavya. Goldie, one of the owners there, choosing to dump it back and clear out. Rizwan with the disc, resetting it back to Chetu. Aaron with a sweet hug, but Chetu decides to give it to the owner for a wide round the field swing. And Ashwini brings it home for the Vikings. Tahir's here.
Hello everyone. Hope you are enjoying a good game between Bangalore Vikings and Zoman Empire. The score is 7-8-6 to Bangalore Vikings. So Meghna, how are you finding the games?
The games are really good. You gotta ask me how I'm finding your new haircut.
I had to had a winning look for this tournament.
Tahir looking sharpest of all the three tournament directors this morning. Mac and Rishabh have to get their game up. Ajit and Sushil getting into the tent, going for some shade there. An indication of their tiredness? I don't know. Tarni looks like she's going to join them under the tent. Oh, that's a nice floaty pull. Makes Aniket kind of catch it somewhere in the middle of his end zone. Resets it to Chiai. A hospital pass if ever there was one. Is that Arya? Yeah. Arya brings it down nice and easy. She busts deep. Trying to attract Vimal's attention there. But Vimal choosing the conservative option, sending it back to Jason. The Zoman Empire needs a few cuts. They've been taking it back a couple of passes. That was a good grab. Saved Aniket's pass there. Chia is sending it nice and floaty for an assist, and Vimal, of course, bringing it down. It looks like Zoman Empire has a strategy. When nothing works and there are no cuts, send it to Vimal. Seems to be a pretty evenly matched game. There's just a 1 or 2 point differential all along. 8-7. The teams are trading. Need to hold every offense point and get a couple of breaks if you need to snatch the victory from this one. Nice pull. Right at the back line of the end zone. Aaron catches it, gives it to Chetu. That's a turnover. I think Kishore's looking for someone in the middle. Riku misjudges it. Throw wasn't great either. Bit lazy from Dubai there. Yeah, Boone picking it up. He's looking long. He's looking for Vimal. Vimal's coverage is fantastic. There he goes from a deep cut right down under. Resetting it to Boone again. Boone's looking at Sushil. There you go. Vimal bringing it again for Zoman Empire.
He's going to be top scorer. Much different.
Max standing by me says that his money is on Vimal, who's going to be top scorer for off-season Ultimate Bangalore edition.
थोड़ा कॉमेडी भी करना चाहिए ब्रो वरना फिर सीरियस फेस बना के क्या ही बोलूं
We spoke about getting a break and that being the difference. The Zoman Empire did just that, got a break the last point, looking stronger at this point. I wonder if they are enforcing the gender pull rule this time. I'm going to get a clarification from the organizers. I've only seen men pull. have got here. That was a decent pull. Excellent pull. Aaron waiting for that. Wonder why he didn't catch that. But right at the back line of the end zone. Another D by Tarini. Fantastic. Zoman Empire coming out, getting break after break. Looking sharper. Boone with the disc. Up the line to Sushil. And a nice and dishy for the score. That's Arya with the score. 2 points back to back. Vikings really need to hold their 0 points at this time. I think that's a timeout call. Looks like the Vikings are circling up, thinking what's going wrong, fixing their offense. Zoman Empire just seems to be taking that time out like a water break, hydrating. Aniket's got his kid on the field. TK carrying Aniket's kid off the field. Probably the only weight training he's got doing this week. If you're watching the game online, why don't you just put in the chat who this match's favorite is? Do you think Zoman Empire is going to take it away, or do you think the Vikings are going to make a comeback at this point in time? That's right, Karthik. I think the Vikings are the only team with 2 losses in the table right now. Bharat's cheering for Zoman. We've got the teams lined up. And there's a Jaydeep fan there. Vikings because of Jaydeep. He'll be happy to hear that, Harry. Vimal coming in with the pull. Aaron waiting for the nth minute to make a break call. Good morning, Varun. I'm surprised you're up. It's 8:46. Nice and early rise for you today. Will do, Bharat, will do. I'm actually situated right across from Jaideep, so I'll have to scream to let him know, but I'll let him know right after this match that he's got a couple of his fans cheering for him and Vikings. Vikings being really safe. Talib and Aaron showing some airbenders chemistry there. Aaron demonstrating his beautiful inside break. Wow, that's another inside break for the score to Devati, and I think that was Chetu to Devati. Holding that point, the Vikings must be happy with that, bringing the score back to an even. For those of us who've just joined us over the last few minutes, it's a nail-biting thriller of a game. They've been trading points all along, and I think the score's now even. Unlucky there, unlucky there. Jason didn't see that coming. Let's see if the Vikings are able to capitalize for their break. And Pras brings it down. Master style. That's turnover and score for the Vikings. Let's see if Zoman's able to pull a similar feat. We can see Rajali's and Icebreaker starting their warm-up. That's the next game. All you Zoman fans, let's see if this is an offensive hold. Zoman's brought on the same line as the previous point. I would say at this point, Zoman's struggling a little bit to get open. Vimal's helping out there clearly. Arya, nice and easy, cheeky, getting very free from Ananya, finding the right spots, not having to make a lot of movement on the field. Have to say the Vikings are forcing a bunch of passes. Not really. Vimal, and Vimal sends that out. There's been a call. It's probably going to come back to Vimal. Rishabh's joined us here at the commenter's desk. I'm going to ask him, who's your money on this particular game?
It's been such a strange game. I thought Zoman will take it away, but then Vikings went up early, and it's going back and forth. I think in like twos or threes, each team is scoring in bunches of twos and threes, and getting a point or two advantage, and then losing it just as quickly as they got it. But I think Zomans are making a lot of silly decisions. I think if they were a bit more patient, uh, they would be winning by a little bit more now. But I guess we'll find out who ends up with it. I just don't want to see another like 30-70 shot for Vimal in the end zone.
Absolutely, it is nail biting this one, and sends it up to Vimal. That's been Zoman's trump card all through the game. When they're forced and put into a corner, they just let Vimal run deep. Sumesh, Priya, and Kausala. Fly by in. That's Kausala. That's Sumesh's girlfriend. She plays with Fly by. Can all. It's 10 all. Situations like this, you just have to convert every offensive point. Five minutes of game time left. Raveen's correcting me here. He's like, it's not 5, it's 8. Should be able to see at least a couple of good points there. 8 minutes. There is a poach there. Ghana's in the lane. I think Bhavya's free. She's got her hands up there saying she's on poach. I don't know why she isn't running deep and stretching the field.
Varun says morning Meghna. Bharat says say hi to Kelly.
There seems to be some kind of discussion between Boone and Chetu a couple of passes ago. I wish they would use hand signals, make it easy for the commentators. Okay, that's a contested call, I think. It was probably a foul and contested. So disc back to where Chetu is. Bhavya still got her hands up saying, hey, I'm on poach, look at me, look at me. There's a turnover there. Unsure what happened. It looks like hand block. The players unsure too. I think play on is called. So the turnover holds, and the Ghana with the assist to Vimal. That takes the score to 11-10. 11 to Zoman and 10 to Vikings. Vikings coming in on offense. Not over. One more point. Okay, so 2 more points. 6 minutes. 11-10. Zoman. Clarification called. I think Jaydeep said was a hard cap. And Praveen clarifies that there's 6 minutes to go, so there's enough time for a timeout. I think that's what they're doing. The teams are regrouping, figuring out how to take it home. Jaydeep finding some time to also speak about pivots. I think he's talking to the handlers about their handler movement, getting the disc off without a turnover. Rajalis have gone into the huddle discussing their team strategy. Icebreakers are done with their warm-up, just waiting for this game to get done so they can get on the field. An exciting matchup coming up next. The teams are lining up for what will be the last 4 or 5 minutes, determining who's going to be the winner in this game. Ananya leading the cheer there. Beautiful sideline energy from Ananya for the Vikings. Vimal coming in with a pull. Pulled out. Aaron's calling break. He's going to pick up the disc. Cheta, Aaron and Rizwan, the handlers for this set. Vikings going into what I think is a horizontal stack. There's Tarakai, there's Talib, there's Ananya. Taraka is striking nice and easy for a beautiful under marked by Allison. She gives it back to Rizwan. Rizwan sending it deep to Talib. Boone playing defense over there. Let's see who gets it. And Boone brings it down. Talib's calling a foul. Some discussion there. Unfortunate, these foul calls, right at the end of the game. Got to be more clinical than that. Send an uncontested hug. I know what the resolution is. I think it's a contested call. Talib sending the disc back to Rizwan. Rizwan to Talib again. Boone giving another fantastic performance. That is excellent. Talib sends it nice and easy to Tarakai. Tarakai bringing it in for the Vikings. Looks like it's going to be another universe point finish. It's 10 seconds to go, so universe point. All ZOMAN has to do at this point is to hold that offense. Naveen there arguing with the timekeeper. Nothing unusual there. Vikings better be ready to play some solid defense. Zoman's just got a hold to their cool. Jason pumping himself up on the line. A couple of jump squats. A conservative pull there coming in. A bit of a roller. Sends Chi running for a bit. Chi smoking Kavya on that matchup. Beautiful handler movement. Jason, Sushil, Jason again. Boone helping out. Boone looking for the break, but Talib not letting that go. As an up the line throw to Vimal. There seems to be a bit of a collision. Both the players on the ground. Vimal the first one to get up. There's an injury call. That's Chetu with the injury call. He's stepping out. We'll have Dubai or Kishore come in. Vimal seems to be okay. Testing his leg out. And this comes in. Vimal looking at Sushil. Sushil looking at Boone. It is the handler movement for the win. Sushil bringing it down. And ZOMAN Empire takes it on universe point. Great showing from both teams. As Vikings and Zoman Empire hi-fi each other and walk off the field, we see Rajalis coming in and Icebreakers bringing their squad up. I really have to familiar myself with the roster names. I'm going to do that right now so I can bring you the names along with the commentary for the next game.
Check, check. எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
ம்.
கவனம் நேற்று ஃபுல்லாக மக்கள் எப்போ வருவீங்க எப்போ வருவீங்க
கேப்ஸ் ஒரு ரிகர்சல் பார்த்துலாங்க.
என்ன
இப்போ இன்டென்ஸாக போச்சு.
வந்துச்சா?
No. Vikings will go first.
Fine. Ready, Adwa?
Hello and welcome back to Refex Bangalore Showcase. This is day 2 and this is the post-match presentation for the first game between Vikings and ZOMAN Empire. A game that went into universe with ZOMAN Empire coming up on top. And I would like to talk to Talib from Vikings first about the game. Talib? तो तालिब पहले आप बताओ आपको बैंगलोर शोकेस कैसे लगा और ये अभी 3 गेम हो चुके हैं. What do you think?
So it was really great. I mean, happening like showcase is really awesome to players. Like any player to show themselves. I mean, doesn't matter how that player is. Showing yourself on the field is really awesome. I'm actually feeling really happy to watch our Indian players playing over here. Also, we get chances to play on the topmost players over here. It's really awesome to play on them.
And it is good to see you play as well. You had a good game. Vikings have had an interesting, slightly tough campaign. Your first game was, I think you can just scratch that game off. It was strange. But the last 2 games you've lost just merely by 1 point. This game on Universe as well. What do you think has just been slightly missing?
I think so. First match was a bit of communication errors well there. After that, I don't think so we missed anything. Everyone were meant to give 100% and I think so our whole team was giving 100% for sure. I mean, there's nothing objections over there. Some slight errors happens every time. That's okay. We still got to over them. We learn from those errors itself. It's good to watch.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see you guys, especially out of the first game, bounce back so well. And I think this game was continuous pendulum swing. You guys were going up by one, scoring 2 to 3 points at once, going up by 1 or 2, and then Zoman Empire making a comeback and doing the same. What did you think during those waves?
Think, yeah, offense. I mean, I won't tell that we were slightly down sometimes because, yeah, offense went out. But I don't think so. It could be an thing to talk over, right? I mean, we did 100%. I'm sure that next time we could get more better. I mean, next showcase is always ours. We'll show it out more wider.
You still have 2 more games left to play. What are you looking forward to, and what are your goals? What are your personal goals?
My personal goal would be that itself, giving my 100% on the field, being on the field with the team, making our team ever up. Don't letting them down at any point. Never, not thinking about win or loss. Just give your 100%, doesn't matter. Make that other team feel hard about it.
Thank you so much, Dad. Thank you for joining us. Best of luck for the rest of the tournament. And now I'd like to call upon the duo of Boone and Vimal. Please join us. Vimal, generally, Mike is shy. Both of you are the commentary duo. Yesterday, very popular. Very. So first, showcase pati what is your experience? Every matches now you won 2. What is your experience?
I'm still confused with these hard caps. Last time they called hard cap
Off-season
like after their
Off-season ultimate
overall
one,
90 minutes game over, then they called. Today they called before 3 minutes itself.
Off-season
I
ultimate.
mean, I didn't get those hard caps. Yeah.
Ultimate off-season ultimate group எப்படி சொல்றது?
We still had some 3 minutes.
So technically, he was telling outside that off season is doing a great job bringing into a live stream and making people watch and helping the ultimate sport really grow. And it's a great opportunity for these youngsters also to come under the camera and to play and put their 100% whenever they step inside the field. Sorry, dude.
No, that's fine. Boone, so the last 2 games you guys have had really close games. I think I heard you say on the sideline it wouldn't be a Zone Empire game without a comeback. What did you think during these waves that you had of going up by a few and then them having the same reaction until it came to Universe Point? It was in a way you were kind of lucky you had a low point as Universe. So what did you think during those phases?
So initially we always start on offense, so we decided that every time we are on a break, on a half time, they get to go on offense. So predicting that, so we thought that we'll go on defense on the first, even if we are 1 point down, we can still play on offense on the half time. And ZOMAN comebacks, technically it's not we wanted. We always wanted the offense to play smooth and we wanted a very chill game throughout, but I don't know what to say, but ZOMAN ends up really trailing by 2 or 3 points. But it's good to come back always, and it feels good. Maybe for the other team that doesn't, but it feels good for us. And yeah.
Come back with it.
சொல்றா ஏதாவது
கேப்ஸ் நீங்கள் சொல்லிட்டீங்க கேப்ஸ் எல்லாமே.
ஷையா வரா கமெண்டேட்டரி. ஆமா.
கம்பேக் பற்றி என்ன சொல்கிறேன்னா எதுவும் சொல்கிறேன் ஒன்றும் இல்லை.
But now you have 2 more games left. I think 1 more win and you might punch yourself in the top 2. 1 or 2 more wins. What are your thoughts on the rest of the tournament? Who do you have left to play?
Both are Chennai teams basically. Looking forward to playing them, and also we made a lot of fun about them in the commentary. I think they have sweet revenge on us, but we still told them it was just a light moment because everyone loved that commentary. But looking forward to playing Rajalis and the Lost and Found. Hopefully we don't go to a Universe Point again.
Yeah, I hope so too. Anyway, best of luck to both of you, and hopefully we'll see you, the duo, commentating again in one of these games.
Yeah, we'll definitely be there for one of the games.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you, Boone. Thank you, Daniel. Saying that was the post-match presentation for ZOMAN versus Vikings. Coming up next is Rajalis versus Icebreakers right about now, so stay tuned. Thank you.